Hi, my name is Vito. I'll be playing Eddie in Hurlyburly by David Ray. Rehearsals have been a blast. Sam creates a really safe and freeing environment to play and explore, and all my castmates are my best friends in the whole world. We've all taken scene studies together and workshops, and it feels just like that. It feels like being back in class, and it's great. As far as prep goes, most of the prep for me, I didn't want to put too much thought into laying any groundwork before getting in the rehearsal space to see how things would feel as they come. But all my prep has been in the text because it's so dense, and the language is so staccato, I think is the word I would use to describe it. It's just very like it's almost like I was like learning a patter song. And fortunately I had the script for a long time. So for months I just kind of hammered the words of David Rabe and really tried to figure out how that all felt in my mouth, because it's so wordy and, very articulate, but very dense. And it's tricky to even say the lines. So once I really got those in my body, I felt really nice and prepared to come into rehearsal and let things happen as they come. Well, I think in the 80s, a big theme in this play is obviously the toxic masculinity that all these guys carry around. But like in the 80s, it was a kind of a very specific brand of masculinity, which was like, I think of like Rambo, like Schwarzenegger, like who was like the movie stars back then. It was like big muscle guys who were getting the girls. But there was some progress in the way of like, talk therapy was just in its genesis. So like people were just starting to kind of understand it. So not only are these guys really guarded and shielded, they also have some wherewithal that there is some sort of murmurs of, talking to a therapist or getting help. Like there's talk of it. So there's an awareness that these guys have that I think only exacerbates their struggle, because it's like they're aware that there's like something out there that's deeper, and they can't really find it yet because of where they're at in the time and place. Yeah, most of my favorite lines are pretty profanity ridden, but there is one line that Eddie says that I think really illustrates why these guys have such a hard time communicating. And Eddie says, I know what I'm saying. I don't know what I mean, but I know what I'm saying. Is that what you mean? Which is so funny because nobody knows what each other means in this play. And with that breakdown of communication, you get a lot of like scrawling, just non sequiturs that don't make any sense to anyone other than the person who's saying them, which I think is really funny and fun. I've been listening to a lot of 80s hair metal, a lot of Motley Crue, Poison, Whitesnake, Rat. I kind of decided that like if the music video or the album cover had like a car and a girl on it, that it was probably something that Eddie would listen to.